Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad and Charity in The Creek Still Flows. Happy Easter, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in northeastern Ohio, Cleveland. Different part of the park now. I find it very beautiful here. It's more of a, it's bigger over here on this side, but it's also sometimes full of people. That's why I like to go off the beaten path. There's somewhat of a solace. Oh, Charity, where are you going? Folks, it's like 50-something degrees out here. Oh, where are you going? Hey, don't drink the water. Come on. Let's go. All right. Charity's feeling adventurous here. Yeah, it's kind of cold. A little chilly. It's one of those days where you could easily throw on a pair of shorts, and t-shirt, kind of, if you're doing stuff outside, you know. I don't know. I came out here with some with a hoodie on, pair of pants, and boots. Still feeling that kind of way. Charity's just kind of whatever. Yeah, as we walk down the creek, walk into the creek bed. And here I am contemplating Easter and its significance. I'm talking to my mom. Has always been a devout Christian all her life. She told me the significance of this day is that it gives her hope. It gives her hope that Jesus will prepare a place for her when the time comes. He goes forth to prepare a place for her. That's why he resurrected himself. And that he could as well. I mean, there's that. He did that. Whether you believe it or not, it's considered a fact. Now, me being a Christian, I have strong I have a lot of questions about that. I question everything. I've never seen anybody get resurrected after 3 days after being dead. It's happened, I guess. People do resurrect, if you will, which means that they never were really dead. So I can speculate and hypothesize as much as I can, and try to give some type of explanation of how and why he, quote unquote, was resurrected. But, you know, at the end of the day, thousands of years later, I don't really see it as a problem. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I die, I'm not going to resurrect. I have been very close to death a few times in my life. Even as a young kid, 15 years old, landing on my face from a 50-foot drop out of a tree. That felt like death. That felt like waking up from death. I was like, wow. But, I was in the hospital. I wasn't dead. It's very close to death. There are other times, of course, which we won't get into. But I do know that life and death is the cycle in which this world exists. As I step over dead trees. Oh, there's a bone. But so far, Jesus is one of the only ones that in recent times, probably the most recent, that has resurrected. Yeah, you can go through the stories of other figures in history being resurrected. Was it Horus or Osiris? I forget. Charity found some lovely grass. We hear about resurrection. We really don't experience it. And so that's what this day is about. This day is Jesus making a promise. And he goes forth to prepare a way for us. So when we die, we will be resurrected. In heaven. I've asked many times, where is heaven? It's up there. That's the answer I get. It's up there. Where's hell? It's down there. Are these actual geographic locations? Can I find this on a map? Apparently there's no map. But there is a map. Not one in paper. Well, yeah, there is, I guess. The Bible. Answering my own questions here. That's why we ask questions, right?
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you.
What's up, Charity? Charity, let's go this way. Huh. I think she's done with her walk. I was hoping to contemplate this more with you guys. You guys and gals. So yeah, I find myself reflecting on the significance of Easter. And yes, we can all, throw in all the pagan symbolism that that is associated with Easter. The Easter bunny, the eggs. Right, Charity. Heel. Stay. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? Stay, Charity. Good girl. Stay. Hey, puppy. Nope. Stay, Charity. Let's go. Good girl. Hey, this way. This way. That was a feisty dog, too. Cherry's like, oh, really? And then, of course, I told my mom, me and Charity are walking through the park, and she's like, "Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Yes, that's God's nature." I kind of like the idea of God being everything. For me. Judy, this way. I like this idea. But we like to personify things in a humanistic way, give it shape, structure, and form as we see fit, as we would see it. Giving him a human form, giving him characteristics of a human. But in all reality, God is reality. All that we see, all that we smell, hear, taste, touch, all our senses tell us everything is God. That's how I look at it. And the consciousness of God is not a male, a female. It's both. It's all. It's encompassing. Everything. Destruction, creation, management. Always changing. And yes, always evolving. I have to put forth the argument that God is evolution. Evolution is God. This is by design. There are 245 million light years of observance. We have not found anything that remotely resembles what we have here on Earth. One could argue this is the Goldilocks zone. This is where life happens. But we've looked in other Goldilocks zones, yet to find anything like this. And science tries to answer it, but they cannot. All they can do is give an explanation. Put a mask on it. So even though I'm not a Christian, understanding Christianity is very important, I think. That's how I look at it. The creek still flows. That's my relationship with God. It's everything. Even me. I am part of this. I cannot be separated from this. Nothing can. It's definitely a symbiotic relationship we have with all things in this world. On this rock, teeming with life, organic material, non-organic material. All the building blocks are here. And we're left to contemplate why, how, who, We like the who question. Who? Who did this? Why does it have so much design? Looking at steps here. So much design here. It is, really. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whoa. Yeah, we're in the bud now. Great. Charity. Taking a leisurely stroll through the creek. I did see some little fish here and there. It's the purpose of life to enjoy life, to exist in life, to add to this life, to this expression, this being, this existence that we have here, with all other things. Is that what we're doing here? Doesn't even matter that we contemplate its meaning and purpose. For some it is. And you know, that's where the Christianity comes in. We as humans have always... Oh, I'm getting wet. We have always contemplated the what, the why, and the how, and the who. Like I said, we like this who question. It's a personalized thing. It's a humanizing thing. Wow, I haven't been over here in a long time. Yeah, my boots are semi-waterproof. I can feel the water seeping into them. Yeah. I need better waterproof boots. It's okay. We'll deal with it. My feet are waterproof. Yeah. By design. Or is it by cause and effect, as we're told with the laws of the universe, the laws of nature? Yes, sure, cause and effect. Something happens and creates something. A reaction, a creation, a destruction, an equal and opposite reaction. Wow. Wow. It's a lot of corn husk. I see. There's been feeding the deer down here. I wonder if this is part of the culling. The significance of Easter to Christianity. It cements, it creates the foundation, a new foundation. That's what Jesus was here for. The new foundation to be built. And he created a new world. Christianity is undoubtedly one of the biggest, most practiced religions in the world. All over the world. In places that have never seen Christianity, people practice it. It gives you, there's a wisdom, a moral compass. Wow, a really good moral compass. Like all things, they can be corrupted, of course. I think that's part of it too. We've given a moral compass, a map, a road map to resurrection, a hope, a light, that if we live a good life, we will be rewarded in the afterlife, in the resurrection. Just like Jesus, Yeshua. Yeah, I did some looking. I didn't want to really taint much of what I want to contemplate by a lot of facts and things about the resurrection and Christianity and things. But, you know, that's for us. That's for you to break down what it means to you. I look at it in a different way, as we all do. I cannot see God as someone that looks like a human. I see God as I'm walking on it. I'm breathing it. I'm part of it. I am part of God. It's just this tree, this creek, charity, the leash, everything. Everything that grows and dies and destroys itself is destroyed. The cause and effect, the evolution as well. All these things are God. Even this man-made structure, it's God's doing. Has to be. We did this, of course. Sure. We did it with God's help. The stone, steel, the food that we ate, all the resources that it took to make all this. God's creation and design. Our innovation and inspiration. Our knowledge, our insight, intellect into making this, and why we made this. Why make a bridge across the creek? Easter, the day that Jesus rose from the grave, rose from his exited his tomb. He was in a tomb, sealed, large stone. It's wrapped in a shroud. We know where the shroud is, supposedly. We have relics. We keep these things. It reminds us of what happened and Jesus' promise. And his proof, if you believe that he indeed sacrificed him, allowed himself to be sacrificed. Jesus was a very strong and powerful person, very wise. He knew things ahead of time. Charity. He could have easily just left when they were looking for him to arrest him. He could have easily turned them all into lepers or something. He could have easily fought them. He was a man of great inner strength. He had help too. He had 12. He had a squad. He had the squad, the disciples. Could easily arm them all. And with their resources as well, they could have fought back the Romans, escaped, carried on the work of what he was doing. No. Jesus said, that's it. Well, I might as well martyr myself. Allow them to persecute me. Allow them to kill me. And then I can ultimately prove that what I'm saying is true. We're at the cave. Wow. Water's deeper. It's been a while since we've been to the cave. Let's see if I can get close enough to it. Interesting. Look, somebody started a fire there. I don't want to go in there. I love the formations. One day, yes, this will fall. Absolutely. And he allowed himself to die in the most horrible way. Look it up. Crucifixion is a very horrible way to die. Took him 3 days. Most people don't last 3 days. And he was given something to drink. He was given like some... Well, he was given vinegar. Exposed in the sun to the elements. As his heart and his lungs slowly and painfully ceased to work. Persians thought this one up. So some of the things I read. The origins. I've done a lot of study on Jesus. He was from Judea. Born in Nazareth. King of the Jews. That's the INRI. The words that were sarcastically put on his on the top of his cross. Yep. Very, very sarcastically. They gave him the title King of the Jews. Jesus of Nazarene, King of the Jews. That was his title. On his cross that he bared. Charity, come here. I can't go through there. I know, come here. Let's go this way. This way. Why did he do this? Why did he allow himself to die in such a horrible way? And he even questioned it. He had doubt. My God, why have you forsaken me? My Father, why have you forsaken me? Wow. And then his last dying words, he's said, "It is finished. I'm in your hands now." That's what he said. Last dying breath, right? Then he was taken from the cross. He was stabbed with a spear. He was taken from the cross. He was taken from the cross. He was prepared for burial. He's put in his tomb. It's family tomb, by the way. You don't just get a tomb. You have to make it. Got to have a family to do that. Or you do it yourself. Only families got tombs. Jesus was from a large family. A somewhat powerful family, a middle kind of family. If it wasn't for the Romans, Jesus would have been king of Judea. Yet he was the humble carpenter of virgin birth. All these things, of course, I question. I've always questioned. Christians have faith. They do. It's faith that this is true. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Who am I to judge? Not my place. I definitely see it in all things. Oh, man. Yeah, we're back at the other side. Yeah. Bad girl. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Disgusting. Yeah, so contemplating this mystery, resurrection of Christ, as he rose from his deathbed table, pulled the shroud off of him, or they say he manifested through the shroud. I don't know. We have the shroud. The shroud of Turin. Okay. We have these relics. And then he just casually walked around. And first people he see was his mom. His mom and Mary Magdalene. And we can all speculate on who she was. Come on, Charity. That's enough. No more scavenging. Come on. Literally just digging in, eating shit. Come on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good girl. Mm-hmm. So I'll leave you with that. Oh, then he went to a bar. Yeah. He's seen his mother and Mary Magdalene. And bikers. Then he went to a bar, restaurant, seen some more people, and walked through a wall. And that was it. See ya. And then he well, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, he did go to certain other people, like some of his disciples, one by one in person or in a group. Depends on the story. You're like, whoa, he survived? No, he didn't survive. He was resurrected. Came back for the dead. Jesus had that power over life and death. We know the story from Lazarus. The birds and things, dogs and cats and some people that he resurrected when he was a kid and throughout his thing. Stay. The biker returns. Little kid. Let's go. 15, 16-year-old. It's interesting. And interesting from my standpoint. You know? But what is the significance of this? It changed the world. It did. I can't deny that. It changed the world. The world as we know it was changed. How little things changed the world later on. You know, I think about that too. The grandfather paradox, the butterfly effect. You know. It gave so many people hope, so many people light. It radically, fundamentally changed. It took over. The Romans. The Romans were a bloodthirsty, conquering, tyrannical regime. Absolute power on whoever they conquested. You see what happened to them? They became the foremost seat, the Vatican, Catholicism. Yeah, it's with all things, it's corruption. What about all the people? Millions upon millions of people that pray the rosary, that follow the tenets, that live their lives in such a way that it makes the world a better place. Wow. Regardless of all the corruption, evil in this world, even in the very organizations that claim to be the seat of power in that religion or culture. It doesn't matter. It's the followers. It's the people. So who am I to deny Easter? Who am I to deny the resurrection? Who am I to deny any of these things? I know so many stories from other religions and other cultures. This one is the most significant in the world. They call it the greatest story ever told. Amazing. Contemplating Easter. And the significance and importance of it. So, it's been Mad Shad. Charity, wishing you a happy Easter.